Beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to the soccer tournament. We have TST, and tonight we have two undefeated teams in action. Got to say, an early favorite with Nani FC, of course, making the championship last year. More recruiting. You got a lot of household names, and they're taking on Drip FC, who have came in clutch thus far in this Group C matchup. I like the rosters, but let's start with the rules. And when we get into TST, if you're brand spanking new, it's going to be 7v7, 20-minute halves, no offsides. You got the throw-ins and so forth. And every match ends in target score time, which we'll talk about when we get a little bit closer. But it's a general concept that I absolutely love, and it's exclusive to TST. This is $1 million tournament, winner take all. And I know the way that Nani kind of got started, fan of watching the competition, then had to get his own team in there. And as for the squads here and then the starting lineups, you're going to see, again, probably some household names, a little bit of that Ricardinho, who was in action last year, and it was special. He can do a little bit of everything. You got Almeida. I'm looking forward to Beto as well. You're seeing some of the Portuguese collective that you would expect. And then I will say this on Drip FC, you might not know a lot of these players, but they're all collegiate players. They're all young guys. Some of them are professionals or former professionals, but everyone is pretty youthful. And if there's been one thing I'll say about the competition, generally speaking, it's hot outside. There's fatigue that comes in. You got to be able to not only make substitutions, but you've got to be able to have the legs. If you don't have the legs, it doesn't matter how good your team is. And both these teams come in with early wins within their group, which is another reason that this is sort of the decider. And seeding is going to be so important when you get into bracket play. So I'm, as you could probably tell, quite excited. I'll be reading off the chat. I've got it pulled up. I'd love to have any early predictions? What you think's going to happen here? I am anticipating that it's going to be a lot of back and forth action, a lot of high press, a lot of counterattacks, plenty of technical skill on both sides of the pitch. And I kind of feel like Drip FC is one of those teams that is going under the radar, maybe not talked about enough. They have quite a big following on Instagram. If you look through more of like an intersection and having the drip and the quality to go with that, they're fitted. They got the cultural, movements, not just the sport, but adding in all elements. And I heard they had some celebrations on deck. Let's talk to the chat for a moment. What's up, everyone in the chat? My name is Mike LaBelle. Happy to be here. Some of y'all might recognize me from maybe some FC or FIFA content throughout the years. I've also done plenty of commentary across the sport. I hope everyone's doing amazing. What up, Bay1? Welcome back. We're on a back-to-back here. We just had the game previously where we saw Wrexham take down Bournemouth. Pretty one-sided affair. It did get a little bit spicy, if you will, once you got into that target score line and the back and forth, the elimination of players. We might have needed a VAR or some call-outs, but either way, it ended with Wrexham coming on top, and they looked the more than likely to go get the job done. I want some score predictions. 2-2 before target time. I think it's going to be back and forth. I'm just calling it now. I think it's going to be back and forth, a lot of goals. I'm telling you, the youngsters will be on there for a press. We'll see if the vets can bring it together. I think the perfect collaboration with teams is having some vets, some just guys that have the miraculous skill, and then if you can surround them with youth. You can't teach youth. I see some of the chat coming in with Drip FC. Nani by $1 billion? I doubt it. I love that Nani got involved with the competition. The backstory on that, at least how I heard it, is that he was watching a couple years ago, and he's like, I got to get in this. I want to get in this. I'm fueling the comp. I like the setup, 7v7, 20-minute halves. That's what I'm talking about. Mike and Road to the Foot Market need to put in a team. I'll tell you what, Nick is so good at football or at soccer. Nick played at Columbia, if you don't know that. I'm talking about a big streamer. And all of his boys, because we play in a league here, they all played at Columbia as well. It would be a competitive team in 7v7. I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I don't know if I'd contribute as much. I'd happily play. But the squad that we kind of play with, the guys that he has that are on his contact list, they're the real deal. And everyone's relatively young too, 24, 25, 26 years old. And I know we keep stressing that, but at some degree it does matter as we're leading into kickoff here. It's going to be counting up 2 halves, 20 minutes. Knock that down. Get all your predictions in now before things start popping off. See a lot of people in the chat talking about Drip. Like I said, I think like there's something to be said about Drip FC as well. I'm with you. I'm locked in. Like I said, a lot of guys, talented players. plenty of experience, and then still youthful, And we just saw that with the Bournemouth game, if you guys tuned in for that one, where I would say Bournemouth has all these players that played in the Premier League, but it's just been a few years. A lot of them playing together 6, 7, 8 years ago. And it wasn't even a team chemistry issue, but at some point, cardio comes into play. You're giving up easy counterattacks, leak outs. It's not going to work for you. Playing out of the back, smooth. Nani FC, of course, in white. Drip FC in the black kits. Might be getting a little chippy. I don't mind that at all. I like competitive spirit. It's also a decider here. Both teams winning their early round game or their first round game earlier today. Drip FC beating Club America. We had Nani FC, of course, beating the 610. So this is the decider for the top of the group. Both teams, no doubt, with expectation to not only get into the bracket, but I'd say make a real run for it. Nani FC, of course, last year getting to the finals. You don't enter up if you don't think you're able to take it home this year. Be a little bit of that conversation. A little back and forth. Always a man to watch with Ricardinho. Of course, a very famous futsal player. Get him the ball in the right places. You'll see a little razzle-dazzle short corner. Drip looking for space. Always a difficulty to try to get anything in the inside. 5-4 Drip. What's happening, Emmanuel? What's up, chat by the pitch? No real breakthrough yet. Only a couple minutes into the action. Mistake in the midfield here. Can Drip make something happen? You can hear it. Press, press, press. Oh, they got the takeaway. Inside, time on the ball. Early switch, didn't come together. Good wall pass, first touch, gets it out of his feet, takes him a little wide. Keeper or defender with the challenge, little 1-2. Can you return to sender? Can you return a favor? Good recovery. Could be a break here for Drip FC. I take that back. One more time, there's the challenge. Looks clean. A little bit of a break. Nothing came from it yet. We haven't had any clear chances. Been feeling it out. A little more active footwork than the previous game, though. I'm not just talking about the press and the sit back, but just some of the runs that are being made. I mean, fresh legs to get started. Oh, keeper getting pressed. Can't make a mistake here. Got to do something with it. Dangerous out of the back. Thought that might have been a throw-in for Nani FC. Lele, nah, man. Maybe I just got closer to the mic. Let me sit back. Let me sit back a little bit. I'm zoomed in. I'm focused. I'm dialed. You're just tuning into the competition. TST's happening in North Carolina. It's hot outside. So I talk about it a little bit with the fatigue. Each team maximum can have 20 players on the roster. I'm not saying every team's using 20. I don't know if I've seen any team play 20 just yet, but it's possible. Got to use those subs. 7v7. Uh-oh. Wow, what a pick out that was. Thought he might line it up for a volley. Lobs it forward. Ends up being a bit of a half chance. Had a lot to do. Oh, you see the instant press here. Got to look deep. Does indeed. If you can island that type of matchup, you're one turn away from a big opportunity. We've seen this approach quite frequently throughout the competition. If you get a heavy press, you might just try to use your target man and go kind of direct, route one, if you will. Uh-oh. Nani doesn't look happy about it. You see the footwork. Never leaves you. I mean, we've seen him at all levels. But watch it one more time. Might have went down a little too easy. Daniel Steedman on the defensive duties. A lot of space, puts it wide, opens up the body. Was there a deflection? I don't think so. Goal kick. Oh, big takeaway. Might have needed an overlapping run. Nani FC still had bodies back. Who said Nani didn't play? Of course he's on the pitch. That level of, he's always stayed in shape too. We're talking like he's not been playing, but Nani's capabilities and technical know-how just always sort of been a bit of a maestro. You know, Manchester United and Portuguese national team. Seen him at Champions League, you name it. Like I said, any level of competition. And it's a cool backstory that kind of stumbled upon watching the first TST and knew that he had to get involved, wanted to enter a team, brought together plenty of the Portuguese brethren to fill out the squad, went recruiting. See a lot of talks with this Jawad. I want to see it. A lot of space. Good pass. Not a bad approach either. Try to square it across. Not able to connect. Nearly at the 10-minute mark. We got a whistle and a reaction. People aren't happy. What are the fans saying? Get a mic in there. Was it late? I think Nani's still chatting about an earlier interaction, confrontation, convention, head-to-head, 50-50. I'll tell you, I want this Jawad fandom. I need that in my life. Is Nani on Nani FC? Of course. That would be so strange if he wasn't. That'd be the ultimate troll. Good turn out wide. It's got to be a foul. Talk to him, ref. That's what he's saying. It's Drip on Drip FC. I don't know. I don't see anybody with the name Drip. I'm hoping they all have it collectively. Halfway into the first half. No big clear-cut opportunity, but effort's been there. Good knockdown. Long-range effort. Doesn't connect. Gonna need to do something special to beat the goalkeeper, to challenge the keeper from there at least. Big Bruno Alves. Played all around the world. There might have been something on there. You can see the audience, the crowd. They came to play late night. This has been going on since this morning. If you're just tuning in, this is day one. Group stages. Leaves it for Drip FC. Lovely dummy. 1-2. Can you make it happen? Well defended. Well read. You can tell both these teams have practiced a lot together. Nani trying to work through. I'm not falling for that, Sycamore. You won't get me, Mr. Mitchell. 80-year-old Bruno shooting from the midfield. Hey, he might be in the mid-40s. He's got enough accomplishments. Put some respect on his name. He had longevity throughout his career. Nani, bit of a fake shot. Resurface, recycle. Clean touch. Wow, what a pass. Maybe overdid it on the last one. What's the call, ref? Where's it headed? Which direction? In favor of Nani FC. The Drip boys don't seem to agree. One more time. Extra pass. I don't know. Maybe you let him play. Maybe you let him play. Easy for me to say. Ooh, goes direct, big save. Made that look easy. Did Drip get a counter? Got bodies back. It's kind of impressive, actually. Nani FC's been able to get a decent attack without committing too many bodies. And you see the press, they're definitely putting you under pressure. Big reason the press is so important is because if you get any overtaking of possession in those areas, it just puts you in such an advantageous role. You don't have to break down as many people. You might be one dribble, one pass, and you're through. But at the same time, you have to have the legs for it. Now, we've brought that up because some teams have brought some of the legends, if you will, maybe too many legends, too many former pros. And the cardio becomes a concern. Well defended from Drip. Talk to me, chat. What we got going on? I'm answering as many questions as possible. We're going back and forth with this. $1 million tournament, TST. I don't want to say win or go home, but it's kind of that type of vibe. For these two, ooh, long range effort. For these two teams in particular, I think they'd like to both consider themselves going through to the bracket stages. Nani FC have the edge right now. I don't know if there's been anything really clear-cut enough to even say that. These long-range shots, we don't really see them go in too frequent. I think once you get, I don't know, even 20 yards out, the keepers are getting there. A lot of teams brought like big athletic keepers. You're gonna have to do something special if you're gonna go from distance, or you have to work it in a little bit. Who's the favorite to win it all? I mean, based on what we've kind of talked about and what we've seen, I would still say that Nani FC, based on last year, getting in the finals. And then you have to talk about La Bombonera as the defending champs. I just think you have to do that. We have the hashtag game tomorrow. Be interested to see what they're bringing to the table this year. Ooh, that was lovely. The ball roll. Cuts back inside, ref talked to him. I think they just collide knee to knee. No intent, nothing malicious. Man's dancing. Davy Alves, a true number 10, no doubt about it. Let him cook. Beautiful turn to start things out. A bit of a chop back. Like I said, I think they bump knees. Maybe quads, but I think it's more or less a bruise. Time is flying. 16 minutes in. 20-minute halves. The goals are smaller, absolutely. They still have a decent amount of width, but they don't have the same height. Yeah, send me some drip. The drip boy, send me some drip. Send the chat some drip. We're going to need a drip giveaway. Every win, some stuff has to be given away online. I don't know if they broadcasted that, but I think they should. Big Willie has, I didn't like saying that. Big Willie style, excuse me. He's got the goal sizing. There are 48 total teams. I would say there's probably a favorite around maybe 10 or 12 teams. I know it's a lot of teams, but I think that's realistic. The way this works too, anything can sort of happen, especially when it comes down to target score. Good idea with the entry pass, not able to bring it together. Well defended. Could have a 0-0 first half. Again, no major breakthroughs, not a lot of heavy risk. Both teams have pressed. Looking for 1-2s, some sort of exchange. Uh-oh, here we go. Drip FC, can you find the pass? Slicing, dicing, cutting inside. Still well defended. Keep looking for outlets. This is where we talk about that youth again. Drip got back quick. Not a lot of time to work with it. Route one stuff, good pick out. Uh-oh, one-on-one. Has to be a finishing this. Wow, slots it home. Take your time, show us the cadence. Celebrate it right. Well done to Davy Alves. He's been active. He's been prevalent. He's been dancing. Showcasing what it takes. Definitely has that number 10 and wears it well. One more time for the people on an instant replay. First big mistake. Off the feet. Talk about that press. Open up your body. Goalkeeper sending the wrong way. Off the post and in, slots it home. Cool, calm, and collected. 1-0 for Drip FC. And it might open up things as we near that second half. Or we near the end of the first half. Quality finish. Hasn't been a half with a lot of quantity of opportunities, but quality finish. And the first big mistake as well. Taken right off the back. Wow, Ricardinho made that happen. But you see him moving, looking for space, finding optionality. The doors have opened.
Go, Nani!
Might even have a little bit of a better celebration for Nani FC. I didn't know if we'd see a header. Wasn't sure if that'd be on display. One more time. Really made here. Almost a little bit of a toe punch. Wide open for the finish. Not Ricky Ricardo, but able to convert. It took us a long time to get here, but 2 goals, less than 60 seconds. And another big takeaway, not a lot of time to work with. And that should do it. Ref blows the whistle. Guy's not happy. Plenty of back and forth. It's been chippy, it's gonna stay chippy. And this sets up oh so nicely for a second half of action. Yeah, Ricardinho is class, there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, no offsides. Just reiterating for the chat. Referee might let them have this. You got to go direct. Just if we're looking at the clock here, I don't think you're going to get the chance to pass it around too much. Final play of the half. That should do it. Referee blows. 1-1. I think both sides are feeling it out a little bit. 2 quality goals. Big mistake from Nani. FC out of the back, but an instant reply with Ricardinho setting up. Ricardo with a header. Beautiful finish. But that takes us to half. It'll be a 5-minute break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll give a recap, but this is one of those that you're going to need to see that second half. And I can't wait for the target score. I want to build that. I want to talk that narrative. It's going to be something special. You can just feel that it's coming. It's going to be late, and it's going to be great. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, my friends. We only do short half times this way, 5 minutes flat. The guys are already on the pitch. They're ready to start the second half, and I need to see those goals. In case you're just tuning in, it's 1-1. I think quite entertaining first half. Kind of a rigid affair. Players trying to break through. A couple long ranger efforts from Nani. Not able to beat the goalkeeper. Good saves, quality saves as expected. Big mistake out of the back. This was the opener. Oof, love that from Davi Alves. Looking good, classic number 10. And then Ricardinho, what a pick out for Ricky, able to convert in the air. And that was back-to-back action, and he had the celebration on deck, which is something that I support. You see, pretty even game. A goal apiece, 4 shots apiece, shots on target, you name it. Everything is almost lining up 50-50. If we had a possession number, I would say that's got to be close as well. I talked about it coming into this game. Nani, of course, with his team being a favorite, getting to the finals last year. Drip FC, I already had them circled on the calendar. I had it on the RSVP. I think they're a team that's poised to make a run. A lot of young talent, a lot of guys that have played at high levels, whether collegiately or going from a pro perspective or going through some of the academies. Mentality is there. The youngsters have no fear. I still don't know some of the chat references to Jawad, but when we see him, you guys let me know. I don't know how they've built this separate narrative. I need the insider scoop. I don't have it. I'm trying to know about him. I'm trying. I see it in the chat. I didn't see him in action. Give me the lay of the land. Someone put me into the lore, and I'll explain that lore. I will say this, if you don't know about the target score, I wasn't meaning to go on a rhyme scheme, but here we are. This is so important for TST, so I'm going to talk about it. At the end of these 20 minutes, the game is not over. We're going to add in the target score, which means whichever team is leading, it will be 1 goal higher. And then it's a matter of chasing who's going to reach that target score first. And we'll have a nice little breakdown of a graphic if it sounded confusing. Visually, it makes a lot of sense. And then every 3 minutes after this half, you're going to have an elimination of players. So it starts at 7v7, goes to 6v6, 5v5. You get an idea. You can see how this is going to happen. The halftime team talks, done, dusted. Second half underway. Online meme, bro, understood. I need to get in on. Somebody send it to me, please. Ooh, had to be a finish. Wow, what an opener. Big mistake. 1 is good, 2 is better on the lefty. Opens up your body, a bit of a finesse. Keeper not happy. Had to be Ricardo with the brace. Back-to-back celebrations. Easy pickings. Ricardinho to Ricardo. It is working. You love that technique. Picture perfect. That's how they teach it. Rerun it, re-strip it. I'd love to buy it. I'd love to purchase it. I'm not saying I want NFTs to come back, but that might be an NFT I'd be interested in. Nani up 2-1, early doors. Remember, with this competition, it's never done. It's never over till it's over. 2 20-minute halves, and then we got that target score. And I'm ready to talk about it. My energy's been extra lifted. This was a game that I wanted to watch, but now I've had the pleasure to commentate. I hope you feel that passion. Let's see. Does Drip FC have a reply? Can we get a conversation started? It's John Agnew that you just saw on screen. Moved around multiple D1 programs. I don't know if that's getting beat from outside the box, Justin. I mean, it's really on the edge. I hear you. I understand. It happened quickly as well. Pretty direct counterattack. 1 pass, and he's in that zone as well where it's a little more 50-50. Defense was out of position. It's been a game of mistakes this far. 2 of the goals coming directly off big errors on the defensive end. Oh, now the AI memes are coming in. Chat, don't let me down. A lot of people in the chat said Drip FC, we're going to come out on top. Plenty of time. I'm just quoting the chat. I like the idea. Didn't get enough oomph on it. Kind of looking for a through ball. Oh, what a takedown. What a touch. Salute that. So some of the dribbling. A lot of Portuguese players, as you would expect. Nani's side. Oh, look at that. Chest trap to perfection. Ooh, and a step over. Wow. Wow. Talk to me. Nice. I don't know if he's going as Frank the Tank, but that was something for the books. Run it back. Keep it rolling. Lovely step over. Gets it on to his right foot. Not a lot of angle to work with. Lovely build-up as well. The team talk work. Look at that. Ah, get off me. Shake and bake. Move and groove. A lot of power. Classy finish up front. Striker's finish. 3-1, just like that. Good entry pass here. Drip needs some support. Not able to find it quick enough. Tyler the Creator just spaz TST. Where? Tell me more. Yeah, that was nice. Two plays Roblox. That was nice. I like that goal a lot. We've seen some good material in this game, but I think that's the goal for me thus far. That's the one I'm going to walk away with. Carrying a torch. Just showed a lot of power, presence. Lovely little footwork with the step over. Get off me. Cross the body. As a striker myself, I might have that bias, but that's a true striker's finish. Chat switching up tunes here. There's levels to this. We'll see. We're not in the bracket yet either. But 3-1 is not a scoreline that wraps up a game at all. I'm just throwing that out there. It isn't. It hasn't been. It probably won't be. I think there's more in this. Yeah, Nani comes into this as a favorite, for sure. I mean, last year getting to the finals, this year adding some more recruitment. You do need things to go right for you, though. The competition gets better and better every year. We're up to 48 teams. Elite teams at that. I think every team is made up of professionals, former professionals. They brought us a nose-picking piece of an instant replay. Didn't catch him at the best moment. Don't tell me that's Jawad. Buddy picking a winger. What up, AI Rising? Where's everybody from in the chat? Fire off. Get some shout outs to them area codes. I mean, Drip's got the legs, though. If this gets into a situation where you're running and it's like effort opportunities, effort plays, oh, I'd like to see that again. Was it dangerous? How dangerous was it? Who collided with who? Keeper looks hurt. I don't like that. Definitely looked awkward. See an entry pass. It's deflected. Keeper comes out. I think everything's definitely accidental. Looks like he's reaching for maybe a tailbone. Could be on the hip. If you ever bruise your tailbone or bruise your hip, it is a miserable injury. So close, but yet so far. Better, the goalkeeper looks like he's going to get up, though. Looks okay. I think it has to be a call there. It might be an unusual collision. It was accidental, but impacts the play too much. No foul? What do you guys think? Foul or no foul? There's definitely contact in it. but it is accidental contact. You got to protect the keepers. I'm happy to go against the grain. I mean, I want more goals from a biased, non-bias. Okay, let him play. Oh. Hear the crowd. Boos across the board. Probably for good reason. That was a chance to have a little bit of a makeup call, if anything. One more time. Brandon with the touch. Ah, he gets the ball first. Got to let him play on. Got to let him play on. Uh-oh, big mistake out of the back. Beautiful step over. Well defended on the recovery. Good first touch, space to work with. Second touch, not nearly as precise. Nani on the ball. Good track back from Drip FC. Gonna have to build up. And build up they will. At some point you might see the goalkeeper getting a little more involved just to give you another outfield player. Clever 1v1s here with step overs. Needs help, needs assistance. Draws a corner kick. Again, we've seen some corner kick routines, but a lot of them have been short, similar to what we're seeing from Drip FC. Short and try to work it in. Live favoritism is crazy. I don't think I have any favoritism. I just want a good game. If anything, I think I was on most of y'all's side talking about the last tackle being a no call. Difficult to go direct here. Maybe if you get a deflection. But they go direct. Decent effort. There is the rebound. You get take something spectacular to beat the keeper from there. Drip's had more possession play than Nani FC, but Nani's squad has been quite deliberate, quite direct on some of the counters. A couple big mistakes from Drip FC as well. Where are you guys from again? My bad. We had a lot of action happen after asking. Homestead, Florida. Are these guys pro? I'd say most of the players in the competition, especially on the best teams, are all professionals, former professionals, at least D1 on a collegiate level. Nah, never the call. We got Minnesota in-house. Local boys. If you're from North Carolina, you need to be in the chat and at the game. If you're in North Carolina, I need you at TST. Malaysia, I don't know if you're up early or up late, but we're happy to have you. Texas, stand up. South Carolina, you could have made moves too. What up, Giovanni? Chicago, baby. Chicago during the summer, something special. If you know, then you know. Well defended. Not the best outlet. Bit of a sloppy pass back. Goalkeeper in even a more awkward situation. Goes big. Stays in bounds. I don't know if you want to call that organized chaos. Again, 3-1 might sound crazy, but if that's where we end up for a target score, to actually end up being first to 4, Drip would need a few goals, but we've seen that type of thing happen. You get going, you get cooking, bodies come off the pitch. Vancouver, Toronto, what's happening? I'll be in Toronto in July. We're actually running an event that way. I've never call. Play on. Oh, and he gets the finish. And he gets the finish. What a takedown. What a reply. Take your time with it. Daniel Steven, we've seen him playing defense. I was seeing him playing offense. A little shoulder to shoulder. Classy finish. anyone's game. Over the top. Yeah, a little bit of a flop, I'd say. Good choice to let that one run out. Still had a lot to do here. Classy takedown. Again, having that competitive cadence. Ooh, wow, what a finish. Talk about a reply. We've seen this once, now we've seen this twice. Paulo Sergio steps into it. Oh. Outside the box a couple times here. Seen the goalkeeper beats. That is from distance as well. Just a screamer. Beautiful power. Watch it. Uplift, uprise. Should he have done better? I don't know. Paulo Sergio with a connection that you're going to see probably on repeat. It'll be on the highlight reels. It'll be cut up into the edits. I mean, extra emphasis, pure power. You could try to teach it, but I don't know if it's possible to translate that type of power. Yeah, there's a deflection. I see it. I still question. I think it's still beating. You don't think it's beating the keeper with it? I don't know if he's got it without the deflection. Still a lot of time. Still a lot of time. Either way, a little bit unlucky. We got 5 minutes remaining, and then we have the target score, which, remember, if you're new to TST, the target score kind of brings everything full circle. In this case, it would be first to 5, so Drip would need 3. Nani would just need 1. It's the big advantage of having... Oh, he gets the legs taken out from under him. Davi Alves has been the most prominent attacker, orchestrator for Drip FC. No, fair enough, fair enough. If I called it wrong, I called it wrong. I thought it was still maybe challenging or beating the keeper. It had serious emphasis. Deflection made it a guarantee. We have Davi Alves down. The goal scorer for the first goal in the game, and obviously the first goal for Drip FC as well. Took it off a center back. Able to convert. Again, been very innovative. Has had that ingenuity that you need, craftiness. What you would expect from a number 10. Originally from Brazil. Played in West Florida. Don't y'all tell me that's Jawad over there waving at us. Hand clap for everyone. I hope that Davi Alves is okay. Walking off slowly. That was Jawad. Stop playing with me. I'm in now, boys. I'm in. I'm fully in. Wait, that means they threw Jawad on earlier and he was picking his nose. Someone clip that, meme that, post that. We're going to TikTok or wherever we're heading to socials. All right, free kick for Drip FC. Top of the box should be something you could put on frame. They go short. I think you go direct there. Speed been trying to add to the tally. Still about a minute and a half left until we get into target score. Oh, I like the idea on the back post. A little too much extra cheddar. And if you're new again to TST, $1 million tournament, winner take all, and target score, which is upcoming, just under a minute away. Kind of a bit of a ultimate refresher. Even at 4-2, we've seen this flipped. So as it stands, the target score would be 5. So first to 5 goals, Nani would need 1, Drip would need 3 in theory here. But once things sort of get to coasting and players start getting eliminated, because every 3 minutes you're going to lose a player, which means we started at a 7v7, then it's a 6v6, 5v5. If you understand what I'm spitting, how I'm talking, what we're proceeding with. The point being, it is the ultimate equalizer, if you will. And indeed you will. Don't start bringing up the Knicks, Bay One. We don't need that. We don't need that type of combo. We don't need that. What up, Hype EXT? Olivier Giroud is making an appearance. I don't know that he is, but I like that he's there. Could be a whistle at any moment here. Referee's thinking about it. What up, Ryan? Yes, sir. Looking for a bit of a knockdown, causes some havoc. Goalkeeper's ball, no doubt about it. We actually haven't seen any big saves either way in this game. A lot of times we talk about the goalkeepers and the influence they have in terms of not only the passing out of the back, but being able to just make moments. And maybe I'm doing some foreshadowing, and that's okay with me. Goalkeepers could come into play majorly as we get into that target score. Also looking to hand out a little golden fleece, brought to you by Adidas. That's going to be awarded to the game-winning goal scorer. I haven't seen the food that's on site, but I'd like to be involved. People were talking about pies. Now you're talking about corn dogs. Maybe I'm just hungry. Could be a late dinner. I live in New York. $5 for a corn dog sounds reasonable. Drip SC with a full-fledged press. Kind of sloppy here at the end. A lot of Route 1 just kicking it deep. Not that controlled. Olivier wants to know what we're sipping on. Water. A lot of it. Staying hydrated. A nearly turn. We had the added time. Uh-oh, what's the combo? They get into it on the sidelines. Get us a microphone. Sooner than later. Yeah, we had a few extra minutes just because of an injury. I think the injury was probably 3 or 4 minutes. There it is. So you guys asked about the whistle. That's what happened. So now what's going to happen is the target score. I've talked about it. I've teased it. I've explained it. If we have a graphic, we can toss it up. But it's easy to understand visually. So the target score in this game is going to be 5. So in this case, by playing with a lead, Nani's team only needs 1 goal in order to reach that target score, where Drip FC is going to need 3 goals. But you'll see how this kind of shakes up. So target score is set. Leading team score +1. First to the target score wins. It's no longer going to be on the clock, but every 3 minutes, we're going to remove players. So it goes from 7v7 to 6v6 to 5v5. And at least in my opinion, from commentating on these, from talking about them, from watching this portion of the competition or of the fixture, I'd say once it gets down to about 5v5, space starts to truly open up. And now it becomes, who do you want in goal? What are the best suited players for some of those 1v1 scenarios? Who's going to play defense? Who's going to play offense? Who can handle the pressure? You get where I'm going. Calling it now, Ricky with a game-winning goal. If that's the case, it'd be a hat trick for him. Hoovering Hans. Appreciate it forever. What up, Isidro? What up, chat? Fire off in the chat. Don't let us down. Over 5,000 people watching live. I love that. We love that. You've tuned in at the right time. We're happy to have you. My name's Mike LaBelle. Happy to be hanging out with the homies. Watching the beautiful game. We've just got the target score. It's at 5. Nani leads 4-2. The big takeaway, if you just joined the stream, every 3 minutes we lose a player. So this could get sort of crazy. It can get hectic. It can become a frenzy. Some might call this a soccer festival, but it can get antsy. It can be all over the place. It could be dynamic. The whole game's been chippy. We've unfortunately had a couple knocks, at least one injury to Davi Alves, but he did walk it off. Typically a good sign. I'm not even talking about that, Javi. We're not going there. I appreciate it, T Wood. We try to bring the vibes, man. I wish that I played at some of these levels. I mean, I did get the opportunity to play in college, but D1 and Mike LaBelle didn't go together. Hope everyone's had a wonderful, I'm going to say, we're leading into the week. Start midweek. A lovely midweek as we head into the weekend. Thursday's the new Friday. Tell me I'm wrong. I prefer if you tell me I'm right. If you guys are out there in North Carolina, you should pull up to TST. It's going to be hot. Wear shorts and a tank top. Short sleeve. Let that thing out. Thursday in Dubai. There you go. What up? I should be in, side note, Bay 1. I think I'm going to Dubai next month, so it's going to be spicy, really hot. Coming back with a tan. What up, Robert? Jar, what's goody? What up, chat? I'm trying to get back to everybody as we're in between the action. So we're just getting underway here. Again, the way this works, the time is counting up. Every 3 minutes we lose a player. Target score is 5. 4 goals for Nani, 2 goals for Drip FC. Again, first to 5, and it can get kind of reckless. We'll see how it goes. Who's coming with that extra heater? Clutch moments. We got Drip in the black kits. Nani FC, of course, in the white kits. Can't have a mistake here. Either side. Bit of a slow first half. Teams are feeling it out. As the recap, it ended 1-1. Second half, there's a lot of activity, a lot of action. There were goals, there were misses, there were deflections. We agreed, we disagreed with calls. Oh, lovely back heel, overlapping run. You love a ball roll. Good takeaway on the defensive end. Could be a time for a press. Throw in earned. Mike promoted to Apple TV. I like that. Say less. My IG's at Mike LaBelle. I'm not going to do a bunch of promo, but everything's at Mike LaBelle. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. This is about the individuals on the actual pitch. The first touch had to be cleaner for Drip FC. Mistake out of the back. Again, kind of been flat, but we've seen this time and time again. The target score typically starts really picking up as players start getting eliminated. I don't want to give a curse to the commentator or a blessing. I'm not trying to manifest. It's just been my observation. That's the reality. Keeper looking a little dodgy right there. If you want to run that one back, production, if you hear me, you got to replay. What happened there? That didn't look like a man full of confidence. Here we go. What's going on? Swing, miss, trip, regains. A little bit of a stutter. What up, Dimes HD? Uh-oh. Let him dance then. I think we had a nutmeg out wide. No call. Going to be a goal kick. And again, we're coming up, players coming off the pitch. So now it comes down to a new tactical approach. Not necessarily heavily at the 6v6, but once you get into the 5s or the 4s, it's a matter of what players do you have that can also be a goalkeeper, but be a field player. How many guys can go back and forth? Who gives you enough creativity on the offensive end? Maybe a step over and go, that blow by, that game changer, that dynamic individual. You go with balanced players. You go with size. You go with your most skillful individuals, the technicians. Oh, he's bursting. Oh, what an extra pass. Thought that had to be it. It wasn't. Drip might have just survived. That was an attack with a lot of space, a lot of time, the right players in the right places. Ooh. And he stays up. Big block, big block. That was Lucas working on the offensive end. Man, shoulder to shoulder. Talk about a collision. Yeah, what Hoovering Han says is what I also believe. The 5v5 is where it starts to get real mixy, because you got to start using the goalkeeper a lot more. It often turns into a field player. You'll see if we get there. By the way, welcome to the stream. If you guys have not subscribed to TST, that'd be amazing. If you could drop a like or a share, that'd be amazing. Oh, long-range effort. Whoa, was not ready. Make it happen for yourself then. Oh, I appreciate it, Jar. Appreciate it. I mean, I've done a lot of commentary, fellas. I've obviously done a lot in the FT space. I've done a decent amount in the soccer space as well. I think they need some, maybe some youthful faces. First touch, not good enough. It was a good idea with the entry pass. This is also some sort of mix-up hybrid anyway. We got the chat. We got the ins, the outs, the sidebar conversations. We got the action on the pitch. We got the back-end stories. If you're just tuning in, Nani FC got to the finals last year of TST. Definitely a favorite in the competition, no doubt. Did some heavy recruiting, as you would expect. They're back in it to win it. Risky pass. Drip FC able to maintain possession. Drip FC with a lot of youngsters. Both these teams are undefeated coming into this group matchup. They both won earlier today. You would say both favorites to go through the group. Uh-oh, huge mistake. Keeper lucky, got bailed out there. Of course, Nani FC is led by Nani. Oh, what an entry pass. Can you turn him? Woo! Might have been deflected. Is that coming back or is it a goal kick? He was leaning back. Snapped his fingers. That's a Fat Joe lean back reference. Maybe not a good one, but that's where my head went. What up, Jose Reyes? Mr. Marquez. I doubt it, Galaxy. I doubt it. I don't think I can afford your kids. I don't think I can budget them in. And now we're moving 5v5. You heard it triggered. We talked about it. We built it up. Now it's arrived. On time. This is where you need the guys that can do the breakdowns. You got Nani on the pitch for a reason. This is that sparkle. That Salt Bay drop-in. That extra seasoning. It's also difficult to get the ball off your opponent. Keeper usually steps into space. Every deflection ends up bouncing back to maybe the offensive team. More 1v1s. You got to have moments of individualism, both defensively and offensively. What up, Diego? Team Yoga, what's up? I mean, we can make things happen. If you guys want to bring a team to TST, I'd love to bring one from New York City. I will say we got to come with some youth, and we got to have some fresh legs. Slow build up here from Nani FC. Controlled, but slow. Not necessarily full of a bunch of decisive movements. Uh-oh, big mistake, though. They baited the mistake. They should go now. Man advantage. Take it from distance. Finds Ricardinho. Bit of a sloppy slide. Some slip and slide. Asking for a card, not receiving that card. Feel the tension in the air as well. I don't know if it comes across on the chat, but this is tightened up. Very nice. I like that. Angel. I'm going to say Angel. Angel the Angel. We'll see if Drip FC can get this going. I'm telling you, I've watched so many of these games. I love this competition. I feel blessed to be able to commentate on it. Been watching since the beginning, and you see so many turnarounds and strange happenings happen. When it gets into this targets, ooh, a nutmeg. When it gets into the target scoring, the whole game kind of gets flipped, at least to a certain degree. I'm ready to hand out a golden fleece, by the way, brought to you by Adidas, awarded to the game-winning goal scorer, which will happen. Most definitely. What's up from Massachusetts? Thank you for being here. Definitely a foul, no doubt about it. Right? But this is all the time. You almost have to have veteran plays, veteran fouls. Here you go. Nani on some isolation. Uh-oh. Well defended. Now, can Drip FC get an opportunity? Also, the clock's got to be tick-tock in here. Should we be seeing a 4v4? Should be a 4v4. I'm surprised they haven't done a pause here. Make it happen. Maybe giving him one more attack. Good entry pass. Oh, what a turn. Oh, it goes in. There we have it. Okay. Now we're seeing things the arm way with it. Classic number 9 work there. I know he's wearing number 17. Big David with a beautiful turn. Just enough power to beat the goalkeeper. Look at that. Hold him off. I mean, it's a good matchup as well. That's quality isolation. Going up against Ricardinho, not necessarily known for his defense or even his physicality. Definitely an offensive technician. And this is game on. 4v4. 4-3. Target score 5. This is what you dream of. This is the scenario. The whole matchup has been physical. It's been organized. It's been efficient. It's been clinical. Oh, I don't know. I'd like to see that again. Nani pulled up, said he was holding hands. It would have been a free open goal. Let me trigger that replay sooner than later. It's good to see Davi Alves back on the pitch. Remember, he went down in the second portion. I don't know. What are you guys saying in the chat? Don't let me be the judge. Don't say I'm biased. I'm not so sure. Looked like he read it pretty well. I don't know. It would have been a sure tap in. It also would have been the second time that we saw Davi Alves with a big takeaway. Yeah, and you see what we're talking about as the teams get less and less. There's no goalkeeper at all for Nani FC. They've gone ahead, gone 4 straight up field players, and it's a matter of can you get a takeaway. They do have numbers here, though, on the break. Overlap, finds them. Keeper comes off him. I think it was deflected. Goes deep, goes direct. It's not coming down. I like the idea. It's ambitious. And this is what we talked about earlier in the day, or earlier within this fixture in particular, the types of players and how you create the team or the squad. And the crowd might be there for Drip FC. You hear the applause, a little bit of some rumblings. It's hot in North Carolina. Let it heat up then. Wow, you got a full-on chant. I like that. That's the atmosphere we're talking about. What up, Will Saunders? Blessings, brother. Oh, a lot of time here, surely. Oh, what a save. This is where the legs come into it as well. You got to be starting to say these guys have to feel tired. Man. I don't know. Might have been a love touch. Not mad at a foul call, but didn't seem too physical. Ricardinho, someone you definitely recognize. Futsal legend. Real silky with the movements, the precision, the passing, the vision. A little bit of that razzle-dazzle. Also, the clock's ticking. I think we're knocking on the door with a 3v3. If I can tell time proper. You see you just running the legs out here. I don't know how's the best approach once it gets down to 3v3 or 4v4. There's no doubt the possession. I saw it in the chat. You talked about the possession for sure. You're almost playing a condensed game. You might as well let them bring it down and then start to try to press in. Uh-oh. That should be the elimination of another player. At 3v3, and it's also, how do you even choose players at this point in the game? No goalkeepers will be in action. And now it's a matter of maybe the best mentality amongst your team, the best athleticism, the best legs. You still want to have creativity. Maybe you look at experience. Like, for example here as well, and I'm a little surprised by this. Maybe it's a good approach, but Drip's gone with keeping a traditional goalkeeper while they kind of work this around. In theory, Nani should get close to a tap-in with only 2 defenders. There's just so much space on the pitch here. It's like, do you weight it down for a 2v2? Oh, and he puts it wide. Oh, Drip FC's going to have a chance. He went for placement, and it was not placed well. No deflection, and this is a dream scenario here. You're going to make the sub. Goalkeeper comes out. You get another field player. It's definitely the right move. You should be able to take your time. I would assume that Nani also made a change there. They had more offensive players on the pitch. McCarthy sits down. Don't think you'll see him re-enter the pitch. Once you get down to threes, even fours, it's surprising to see a goalkeeper. It's going to be pennies from here on out. So similar to the same narrative I was pushing before, there's no reason that Drip should not get a quality opportunity or a quality look here. You maybe want your best strikers of the ball, your natural-born finishers. A lot of time from the middle of the pitch, plenty of time. One more time from the spot. He's got to step into that. Trying to get the perfect chance. Easier said than done. He's got to hit that. Oh, and he missed it. Oh. How do you put that wide? It has to be on frame. Worst case, the keeper makes a save. I will say it might be a different game now with the 2v2s. You're not going to be able to sit back. So it could be just two pressing players. Maybe it's an ideal scenario. Double man marking. Let's see how they have it lined up. So they have, a 2v1. And the keeper. With no offsides, I don't know if I love this. Keeper's got to get off his line. Oh, big save. I'm happy to go on record, say I know nothing about this. Ah! Takes it short. Ricardinho, extra pass, keeper's beat. Wrap it up. GG's, crowd's not that happy. These are two teams that I expect to see making a run for it. Bruno there with the finish in the penny, which also will award him with the Golden Fleece, brought to you by Adidas for the game-winning goal scorer. And James says, you know you're playing correctly, you're making everyone mad. I would assume the easier, the more efficient route is maybe to try to double man mark, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm just speaking out loud with you guys. Gets the conversion. Nani FC able to carry on with the undefeated streak. Of course, favorite in the competition. Wins 5-3 against Drip FC, and I'm looking forward to watching Drip FC play more. That was a close affair. A lot of back and forth. Good goals on both sides. Maybe a little bit unlucky in some moments. See some of the replays there. Finesse shot, open up the body. Ricky Ricardo. Step over is gorgeous. Probably my favorite goal of the game. I think you guys can co-sign that. Unfortunate deflection. A lot of fight both ways. Congratulations to Nani FC taking home a 5-3 victory. And I'm looking forward to more TST action.